Sometimes you have to get lost to find yourself, everybody. Remember that. It'll help you through life or something. I was scared it was gonna fall like super fast. Is what I was scared of. There's a ceiling? I didn't know there was a ceiling, bro. If you can't see the ceiling, it's kind of bullshit that you put it there. Alright, maybe that's just me, but it's not. Yes, continue. Alright, well, let's do the boss. If that stupid ceiling wasn't there. It's a crap. Oh my god! How many hits? Well, at least 4. Oh no! I only take 2, so come on, man. We got a letter from like the city that we live in, or that we work in, or whatever. The county, I guess. And they're like, you guys have a lot of pallets outside. You guys need to take care of that. And so, you know, I heard about this probably 3 or 4 days after we actually got the notice. And I was like, hey, because I know it's going to fall on me to do this, right? So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, I'll clean them up. Doesn't bother me. I don't mind doing it. I do it every week. We just go through so many pallets that if I, for some reason, can't do it one week, or like I miss a day, like, or just we have like a super busy day, like there's just pallets everywhere, man. And so my boss was talking to me. He's like, hey, yeah, like I'm going to have you like clean those up. I was like, yeah, I know. I figured that was going to be on me. Well, by the way, when do we have to get these out by? Oh, they have to be gone by Wednesday morning. I'm like, bro, it's Tuesday right now. Like, when were you gonna tell me about this? He's like, oh yeah, oh, okay, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah? What the fuck? What do you mean, oh yeah? So my entire day consisted of picking up pallets, moving them to an area where I could like break them down, cut them with a saw, put them in a huge pile, and I was like, dude, our dumpsters are constantly full because my stupid work doesn't like just say, hey, we need this picked up 4 times a week. They do it 2 or 3 times a week, depending on like holidays and stuff. We need it 4 days a week. We do. We just straight up, we just do. No, they don't want to pay for it, which to some degree I get because it has been working for them. But I was like, hey, well, how much is this fine if we don't pick this up? And they're like, oh, it's like $1,000 and some change or whatever. I was like, okay, so we could pay $1,000 fine once if I wouldn't have asked about this because you wouldn't have told me. Or, you know, maybe we just, you know, have them pick up the trash 1 extra day a week. Maybe we do that. And then we never have to worry about it. Ever. And it'll look cleaner. It'll make my life easier. It'll make half the people that work there, it'll make their life easier. No. Let's not do that. I'm like, okay, well, where do you want me to put these? Put them in the back of the big box truck we have. Okay, and then what? And then tomorrow, drive them over to the other store and put them in their dumpster. I'm like, okay, cool. You got it, boss. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Dropping those pallets that I broke down today off tomorrow. Fucking stupid. So you guys want to hear a story? I almost got in a fist fight today. You'll never guess what it was over. It was literally over trash. Like, shit you throw away. Someone almost punched me in the face because of trash. So, the other day, my work was like, oh, hey, by the way, we gotta have all these pallets cut up and thrown away by Wednesday. I was like, okay, so like Wednesday's the last day to do it. They're like, no, Tuesday's the last day because the county, the city or whatever, is going to come by and double check that we have it all gone. And if not, we're going to get like $1,000 fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. How long have we known about this? Oh, like 2 weeks. Okay, cool. So, of course, I just start cleaning it up. I start breaking them down and loading them. So I load them into the dumpster, as many as I can fit. And when they empty the trash, we fill it up again, like immediately. Because we had that much. Okay, get the other feather. And so I empty the trash. And I'm like, dude, I still have a whole fucking dumpster left of pallets left. Like, what am I, like, I had talked to my boss. I was like, what do you want me to do with them? He's like, well, let's go over to the other store, and I'll call and tell them that you're gonna drop stuff off in that store. And I'm like, okay, cool. What was that move? Okay. So I go over there. I'm dropping everything off. You son of a bitch. And the warehouse guy from over there comes out and he's like, what are you doing? Is my trash, or is your trash more important than mine? And I'm like, no. I'm like, no, not normally. But this trash that I have costs $1,000 if we don't clean it up. So I guess today it does. Okay, why can't I grab this again? Why can't I grab this again? So I'm like, well, I guess it does. And then he's like, well, why are you dumping it in our bin or whatever? And like, dude, we have 3 stores. Like, we're a small company. Like, everybody knows everybody. Blah, blah, blah. So it's not like we're this huge, like, corporation that people are like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, bro. Like, I see you like 5 times a week. Chill the fuck out. And then he puts his finger in my chest and he's like, who do you think you're talking to? And I was like, who do you think you're talking to? And I wipe his hand away, and then as I like swipe his hand away, because it's still like on my chest, right? Like he's like his little fingers in my chest. His hands go down to his side, and he gets like a fist clench thing, like going, like he's gonna throw punches over fucking trash, you guys. I'm throwing it in a dumpster. Like, what the fuck? And by the way, his dumpster was like fucking empty, so it wasn't even like a huge deal. And his trash day, they go through trash, right? A company goes through trash, but they go through way less than us. We have 2 dumpsters. One's just for cardboard and one's just for trash. I'm like, bro, it's fucking trash. And I almost wanted to laugh at him, but I thought he was gonna punch me, so I was like on guard for that. But I wanted to laugh because, like, who the fuck, what, have you guys ever thought your sentence that you would say in your life, a sentence would be, is your trash more important than my trash? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? And then so he walks away in a huff or whatever. And as he's walking away, I'm like, dude, I'm sick of your shit, man. Every other day I come here, there's an issue with you. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm here to do my job. And I just want to do my job and go home. I don't want to be friends with anybody. I don't want to be enemies with anybody. I literally just want to go home, do my job, and then leave. Or go to work, do my job, and then leave. Okay, so it's just why? I don't understand how to pick these up. It's not down. That time it was just why. I don't understand. Okay, apparently it's just why. And so then, at one point he's like, well, I was like, well, if you got a real problem with it, call the other store, because they're the ones that told me to bring it over here. And then he like looked at me like, well, maybe I will. I was like, okay, then whatever, like, then do it. And so then I got back in my huge truck full of fucking garbage and shit, and I told my boss, I was like, hey, just so you know, like, you might get a call from this guy. Like, I'm not trying to be a little bitch and tattletale, but if you get an angry call from someone, if it was me, I would want to know ahead of time. And my boss was like, all right, cool, I'll call the owner. I was like, okay, dude, we're fighting over fucking trash. Like, do we need to get the owner involved? But he did, and the owner's like, are you kidding me? And I was like, because I saw him later in the day. And so when I'm talking to the owner, he's like, sorry you had to deal with that. I was like, dude, I don't care. I've dealt with worse. I've had better, I've had worse. Like, whatever. It's just dumb. He's like, yeah, I know it's dumb. I talked to him. I was like, what? Are we fucking 7? And this other guy is older than me, dude. Like, I'm 31. Like, I'm not gonna fight with you over fucking trash. And this other guy is like fucking, I don't know his age, but he's gotta be at least like 45 to 50. Like, he's gotta be somewhere in that age range. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, do you have nothing better to do today than just come yell at me about fucking trash? What the fuck, man? Yeah, dude, that's exactly it. That's exactly what it is. It's so needless and stupid. I'm like, dude, just chill out, man. Well, and also, I told my work, like the place that I work at, like, or the location I work at, I told them months ago, like probably 6 months ago. I was like, guys, we need to get another pickup. And they keep telling me that, like, I came in, like, during COVID and stuff, and so, like, it's slow here. It's not that busy. So you don't really know how busy it gets. And I'm like, I can barely keep up with the trash, not because I can't physically do it, but because there's nowhere to fucking put it, because our trash can gets full so quick. And so I was telling them, like, we need an extra dump day. And like every week it just gets worse and worse because shit just piles up. And then finally, until the city fucking tells us to clean it up, no one does anything. And you know what? That guy's life is probably so fucking difficult because, first of all, you're at work. Like, even if I saw someone like illegally dumping shit at my work, like that they don't work with us, there's just some random dude, I would literally be like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it is at my work. If it was like at my house or something for some reason, like, yeah, I'd be like, dude, don't do that. But, like, it's at your work, dude. Like, who the fuck cares? Let alone, it's like me, an employee of that same business. Like, it all comes out of the same bank account, dude. What? Like, who cares who's dumping in here? Like, it's so dumb. So stupid. I can't believe I can't beat this boss. It's like actually kind of concerning me. Like, it's fucking like, I can't get that. That's why I titled my stream that today. Is my trash more important than yours? Because who the fuck would ever say that to somebody? It's like, I guess. But then I actually had an answer. I was like, yeah, dude, my trash is worth $1,000 today. How much is yours worth? Oh, 0, like always? Why don't you shut the fuck up? Okay, so it was none of those ones somehow. It was probably that one. It looks like he's supposed to be throwing something at me there, but it's not working or something. Shit. See you later, Mario! What the fuck was that, 16 minutes? I don't know, man. That was so dumb.